Welcome back to my channel. Today back to Family Guy, the best of Glen Quagmire. Yes, I know I haven't done Family Guy in months and months and months because of copyright problems and Disney problems, and yeah, so hopefully this will be different. I see other people reacting to these videos. This is you have a little narrator over it, but hey, it is what it is. This is best of Glen Quagmire. Let's check this out. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and thumbs up. Oh, also check out my channel community wall. Might as well post my movie reactions over there.
10 episodes where Glen Quagmire was a psycho. We've covered this next episode, April and Quahog, before, so let's skip the deep dive and get into the good stuff. The episode kicks off with the announcement that the world is going to end in 24 hours due to a black hole.
Breaking news. The newly discovered black hole at the edge of our solar system appears to be expanding. Scientists estimate that the event horizon will reach Earth by tomorrow.
That's right, Tom, which means that all life on Earth will be destroyed within 24 hours.
Mom, is this for real?
Well, it sure looks that way, sweetie.
Holy crap!
Seems like I
What
run
the
out of
fuck?
waiting time.
Everyone is ultimately going to die, so naturally, Quagmire uses this as the perfect excuse to pull off one of his sleaziest moves yet. While everyone in Quahog is freaking out, Quagmire goes to Joe and straight up lies to him for a fucked up reason.
Joe, you gotta help me get laid. I've never had sex.
What do you mean? You've had sex a million times.
I just talk big for the fellas. Let me have sex with Bonnie.
I guess so. For my friend.
You're a good man, Joe Swanson.
That's savage.
That was your first time.
Oh, I've had sex lots of times. I just wanted to have it again.
That's savage.
As if that wasn't
That
bad
is
enough.
savage.
After he's done with the man's wife, he dances in Joe's face and
Right?
admits the whole thing was a lie. That's crazy, dude. Even though the world doesn't actually end, turns out it was an April Fool's joke. Quagmire still manages to make his mark in this episode. Lying to your best friend just to hook up with his wife? That's low, even for Quagmire. Bonnie ain't even that cute. Loretta, on the other hand, though, give me some chocolate.
You name the time and
Whoa.
the place, little Nick.
Brian the Bachelor kicks off with Peter, Joe, and Quagmire taking Cleveland out to help him get back into the dating scene after his split with Loretta. But when Cleveland can't seal the deal, Peter takes him to audition for the Bachelor.
Damn.
Peter, I can't do this. I gotta go.
No, Cleveland. I'm not going to let you do this.
This is only making it worse. Oh, God, my claustrophobia is setting in.
It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. It's
No.
It's the family.
No.
It's your clothes. All right, let's get your clothes off.
Peter.
No.
Oh, God, you're self-conscious. I'm sorry. You know what? Look, Cleveland, look. See? Not alone, Cleveland.
Ew,
This is for your own
motherfucker.
good.
That's
my
nasty. Yo,
Hi, we're
what
here
the
for
fuck?
interview? Excuse me. I just wanted to apologize for Peter.
What's your name?
Brian?
Congratulations, Brian. You're gonna be on The Bachelorette.
Brian signs up mostly for the free drinks, but things get competitive when Quagmire is also chosen as a contestant. Quagmire's usual charm takes a dark turn when he becomes obsessed with the Bachelorette, a girl named Brooke. At
Look
one
at him in the
point,
background.
Quagmire's true colors are shown when he's caught trying to
Look at
drug
it, look,
Brooke and drag her body
This is
away
fucked
until
up.
he realizes the cameras are still rolling and settles for one of her shoes instead.
Let's see how Glenn's private date with Brooke is going.
What do you
Watch
say we get you
this.
some more champagne?
Good night.
All right. Oh, hey, forgot about you guys. Good night, Brooke. Thanks for a lovely evening.
That is messed up.
Despite this creepy behavior, Brooke still picks Quagmire as one of the final two contestants. Even Quagmire
That is straight savage. Especially on the Bachelorette show. Oh, okay. Yeah, this guy's actually pretty good at finding these clips.
seems surprised, but it doesn't stop him from going all out.
Glenn, will you accept this rose?
Really? After I drugged you and tried to have sex with your unconscious body?
What?
Yes.
Brian.
Yes! Brooke has narrowed her choice down to Quagmire and Brian. All that's left is for Brooke to meet their families.
Glenn, would you feed Mittens?
Mittens has food in his bowl. Mittens, shut up!
Don't you talk to Mittens that way. Mittens is a member of this family.
What?
Mom, you want this three-way to happen, you're gonna have to
Three-way?
change your tone.
While Brian actually falls for Brooke and wins the final rose, Quagmire's psycho moments, drugging, stealing shoes, and suggesting a threesome with his mom are what
That's
make his part
messed
of the
up.
episode truly unhinged. Even on a reality dating show, Quagmire can't help but be the creepiest guy in the room.
Right?
The episode Quagmire's Baby starts innocently enough, with Quagmire hosting a garage sale where Peter buys an old radio that he believes lets him talk to the dead. While Peter's off trying to communicate with Ronald Reagan, the real story kicks off when Quagmire finds a surprise on his doorstep.
Hey, Peter, what's up?
Listen, I'm here to get my money back for that ham radio.
Look, Peter, why don't you just go home before you get hurt?
Well, I'm clearly
Damn.
not the only one who was dissatisfied with his purchase. Whoever bought that baby from you obviously didn't want it. Look, there's a note.
Glenn, this is your child. Oh my God! Oh.
Yeah, that's your shit. Yeah,
Quagmire's
that's
attempts
kid.
at fatherhood are predictably a disaster. Between the crying and the diapers, his new baby, Anna Lee, gets in the way of his love life.
Hello, Candy.
Hi, Glenn.
Come on in. So, how long you been in beauty school?
2 months.
Well, tonight we're doing facials. Just stop crying. Stop crying, Annalie. Oh, no wonder. You dropped your pacifier.
You have a baby?
Yeah, it's a long story. Damn kids kept me up every night for 2 weeks. Now, where were we? Giggity, giggity.
Damn.
Glenn, you fell asleep, so I took off. It's probably for the best. I've never had sex before, and I probably wouldn't have been much good at it.
How does our boy deal with his newly found fatherhood? He gives her up for adoption when things get too tough.
Do you wish to
Wow.
put this child up for adoption?
Yeah, it's not working out.
Let me take her from you.
I will. I just... Here. She'll go to a good home, right?
Oh, yes.
She'll be somewhere safe, right? You're not going to put her with sand people, right?
You mean
What?
like from Star Wars?
No.
But just when you think Quagmire might have a heart, he shows up to see his daughter one last time. Watching her with her adoptive family, he decides to leave her in their care, but not without a super creepy comment.
That's the family that adopted Anna Lee. There she is. There's Anna Lee. Hang on, Anna Lee, I'm coming. It's them.
Aw.
Look at her. She looks so happy. They look like a real family.
You ready to go, Quagmire?
Yeah.
I think you did a good thing.
This family is what's best for Anna Lee.
I'm proud of you, Quagmire.
Hey, who knows? Maybe I'll bump into her in 18 years.
What?
Hey, yo.
Quagmire can't even resist being a creep with his own biological
That's
daughter.
fucked up.
Is what makes this moment truly psycho. Even when he's trying to do the right thing, Quagmire always finds a way to make it weird as. In the episode Quagmire's Mom, Quagmire's entire life gets flipped upside down when his latest date, Kira, reveals she's not exactly legal.
Kira, that was an amazing night.
That's messed
Sorry
up.
I can't drive you to work.
Oh, that's okay. I'll just take the school bus.
What? You drive a school bus?
No, silly. I take the bus. I'm in high school.
You said you were
Oh.
23.
Yeah, and you said you love me.
Turns out she's still in high school. Yikes. Joe shows up at the door, ready to arrest him. But does Quagmire panic? Nope, he decides to brag.
Hey, Quagmire, sorry to bother you, but we're following up on a tip. Did you have sex with this underage girl?
I don't want to go to jail, but I really want to take credit.
I'm afraid you're under arrest for statutory rape.
All right, but let me just send the pictures I took of her last night to all my friends.
Oh, yeah! Boom! Take them away.
This guy's priorities are seriously out of whack.
Yeah,
In
that's
court,
funny.
Quagmire's situation doesn't get any better. His friends, not exactly helpful, especially when Joe starts sharing one of Quagmire's more bizarre habits.
Please tell us what Mr. Quagmire said he did with the girl.
Said he gave her a frosty Jim. Well, it's
What
when
the
you
fuck is that?
urinate in a condom and tie it off, freeze it, and then the woman, pretends it's a man.
Thank you.
He's a good guy!
Quagmire tries to pin his
What
behavior
the
on his
fuck?
upbringing, claiming his mom's actions are why he's like this. We get a bunch of flashbacks, including his birth,
How do you feel?
Horny. Really horny. Could you put him back so I can push him out again?
and his elementary school days. But just when it seems like he's about to face real consequences, a certain somebody shows
This guy gets some good clips. This is good. This guy's good. He gets some good clips. Wow.
up.
I have no choice but to sentence you to 20 years in prison.
Oh, no, you don't.
Mom?
Crystal!
I have renounced my sinful past and have been washed in the blood of the Lord Jesus Christ. I have seen the righteous path of our Savior and ask that you not sentence my son to jail, but instead release him to my custody so that I, with God's guidance, can rehabilitate him.
Regardless of everything, Quagmire is sentenced to 20 years in prison. We see him prepare to get locked up the next day and say his goodbyes. And of course, he has to make things weird with Lois.
Peter, while I'm away, I want you to hold on to my antique gold Rolex watch.
Oh, I hear you, Quagmire.
Goodbye, Glenn. Be strong. We'll keep you in our thoughts. Oh, yeah, you better get rid of that before you get in there.
Goodbye.
Hey, yo.
Hey, You guys take good care of my child rapist friend.
Dude got
What?
bricked up from a hug. That's crazy. To be fair, Peter was a to him literally seconds prior, but this dude needs to stop
He did not say that, did he?
You guys take good care of my child rapist friend.
Dude got
That's
bricked
fucked up,
from a
Peter.
hug. That's crazy. To be fair, Peter was a to him literally seconds prior, but this dude needs to stop lusting over his friends' wives. Airport 07 kicks off with Peter deciding to live his best redneck life after watching a comedy show, which leads to a string of chaotic events. But things take a truly bizarre turn when Peter accidentally crashes into Quagmire's car, revealing not one, but multiple women who were clearly being held against their will
Hey,
in Quagmire's trunk.
Peter, you painted over the back window. Isn't that dangerous?
I'm a redneck, Brian. We like people driving behind us to know what our beliefs are.
Oh, damn it. Hey, come back. Geeko, gotta fly a plane in 20 minutes.
If that wasn't already wild enough, Peter crashes again, this time
Really?
in Quagmire's garage, freeing even more women.
Oh, I can drive you.
Huh?
We can go after them.
Don't worry about it. They're tagged. They're tagged.
They're
Just go to
tagged?
the airport.
What
Yeah,
the fuck?
Quagmire's clearly got issues, but instead of facing consequences, Quagmire's more focused on making Peter drive him to work, where Peter promptly steals the plane's fuel, causing a major crash. This disaster cost Quagmire his job, and he ends up crashing with Peter. While staying at the Griffin house, Quagmire's behavior goes from creepy to downright disturbing. For example, look at what he does to poor Meg.
What the fuck?
Didn't mean to wake you.
He also uses Stewie's pacifier
nasty.
for who knows what.
Hey, just an FYI, really no reason to go into any greater detail than this. Stewie should probably never use this pacifier again.
Okay, so I'll talk
He
to
used
him
it for
tomorrow.
like a
Peter
butt
comes
plug?
up with a little plan to help Quagmire get his job back. And let me tell you,
Should've
it
said
isn't very
that.
smart, but I mean, this is Peter Griffin we're talking about here.
Fellas, I think I have an idea. Let's go over the plan one more time. Quagmire will pose as an airline passenger on the 6 o'clock flight to New York. Then Joe and I will sneak into the flight attendant's lounge while Cleveland distracts the security personnel. Cleveland, Joe, and I will board the plane posing as flight attendants.
That's
we
funny.
hug the pilots, at which point Quagmire is forced to step in and land the plane safely, making him a hero.
Everything is going according to plan with Peter and the boys hijacking the plane. But of course, Quagmire is thinking with his slim
Oh,
Jim
no,
and
I
not
seen that
his
part.
brain.
Oh no! Both the pilots are unconscious and we're in a nosedive. If only there was someone on board who could save us.
Peter, I don't see Quagmire.
Oh, that was great.
All right, I got a plane to catch. Say, which gate is flight 209?
That flight left half an hour ago.
Oh my God, that plane's going down! And that's not the worst part. Here's the condom I said I put on.
Yep, he misses the flight
Oh, wow.
because he's too busy hooking up with a flight attendant. In typical Quagmire fashion, he swoops in at the last minute and saves the day over the intercom, getting his job back in the most chaotic way possible. While Peter's redneck antics start the episode, it's Quagmire's seriously messed up behavior that steals the show. From the
Right.
women in his trunk to his creepy habits at the Griffin's house,
That's
Quagmire
messed up.
proves once again that he is an absolute freak. Our next episode is called The Dating Game. When Peter and the guys lose out on buying a medieval-themed restaurant, Quagmire doesn't just walk away. He helps turn a business deal into a full-on disaster. First, they steal medieval equipment and burn the place to the ground.
God, I hope he's got insurance. All right, plan B. Flaming arrows like in Robin Hood. Prepare to fire!
As if accidentally destroying that man's entire life wasn't bad enough,
Damn.
Quagmire's Tinder obsession eventually becomes the focus of this episode. After being introduced to the app, Quagmire dives headfirst into the online dating world.
No hard feelings, fellas. I'm too busy thinking about my hot date tonight.
Hi, are you Mort?
Why, yes, I am.
Mort's getting laid?
Thanks to Tinder, he's had a different girl
Tinder.
every night this week.
Wow.
Tinder.
I gotta try this. Hi, are you Courtney from Tinder?
You must be Glenn.
I got you these. A lovely bouquet for a lovely...
Yeah, take off your pants and sit on the coffee table.
Okay.
Hey, yo.
That was great. My God, this app is amazing.
What's with that music? He even said yes. He even said yes.
The next day, when
That's
the
fucked
guys
up.
catch up with him for a planned golf trip, they find that he is acting really weird.
Quagmire, come on, it's time for golf.
Smells kind of gamey in here.
Swipe yes on Betsy. Swipe yes on Jennifer.
Let's get a little light in here, huh, buddy?
Ah! The yellow face! It burns my Tinder!
Even when his friends point out what a mess he's become, Quagmire
Oh,
brushes
wow.
them off until the situation gets even worse.
Ew.
They eventually figure out a plan to save Quagmire from this psychotic addiction.
Sir, is everything all right?
I'm fine. Hey, you on Tinder?
What? That gross dating thing? No. It just seemed like you were upset about something. And I know when I'm upset, it's nice to let someone else in.
Giggity. I am upset about something.
Do you want to talk about it?
I buried my twin brother today. We used to finish each other's,
You lying.
Sentences?
Oh, I just got chills. I just feel like my penis shouldn't be alone tonight. All right.
Well, looks like Quagmire's back.
And all it took was for us to hire that $200 dirty prostitute to pretend to be a nice
That's a
lady at a
prostitute.
bar.
Okay.
I'm just glad she's a prostitute and not that lady murderer that's been all over the news.
And that prostitute you guys hired?
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
Well, deal's off. He's dead. We can make other arrangements.
That's funny.
While Peter may have started the chaos, Quagmire's behavior throughout the episode, from burning down a restaurant to his Tinder-fueled transformation, is just as unhinged. And by the end, it's clear. Quagmire is
It looks like what's that thing off of Lord of the Rings? Smeagol, I think it's called, or yeah.
a wild mother. In the
I'm
Stew way,
precious.
things start off with Stewie becoming obsessed with hide and seek, but when he hides in Quagmire's suitcase, he messes up big time.
Oh, baby, that's the spot.
Going for a ride, Stewie.
Take over for a sec. Gotta make sure I packed my pilot sunglasses that diminish our entire profession to a frat guy's Halloween costume. Dewey? Mr. Quagmire? Terrence?
Of course, Quagmire calls Lois, but
Terrence.
how does she handle the situation?
Peter, is Lois there?
Hi, Glenn.
Well, I just flew to Paris, and Stewie was somehow in my suitcase.
Is he okay?
Look, how soon can you come get him?
In 48 hours, we'd need to get to an airport, which we're hours from, find a last-minute flight, if there are any, fly 10 hours, then wait for Peter's post-flight airport poop.
Peter don't poop on planes.
Peter, listen, Stewie
That's
is
fucked
safe.
up.
We're in the prettiest place we'll ever be, and I'm on an Instagram hot streak.
Quags, you got this, right?
Can't believe this. Okay, I'll watch him.
You'd think that would be enough chaos for one episode, but Quagmire, being Quagmire, takes it to a whole new level. Instead of keeping a close eye on his best friend's infant son, Quagmire decides the best course of action is to get extremely drunk with Stewie.
This wasn't
Oh,
a
no.
plan, but I'm having a lot of fun with you.
That is fucked up.
Man. I love you too, man.
It's Madeline. She must have snuck out of the nunnery.
Madeline.
I gotta shoot my shot with her.
Who the fuck's Madeline?
Stewie, we gotta get off. Hey, Stewie, stop messing around. This is our stop. Stewie, where are you?
How do you even lose a baby in a foreign country? Desperate to avoid Peter and Lois's wrath, Quagmire calls in Brian to help track Stewie down.
Reminds me of the movie Hangover, where they lost Doug, but Doug was on the roof. Yeah.
They eventually find him in a cemetery, but let's be honest, Quagmire getting blackout drunk with a baby and losing
That's
him on the
messed
Paris
up.
subway is wild, even for him. In Teagues for Two, Brian is down on his luck after getting rejected by a girl he likes named Denise, so he turns to Quagmire for help with picking up women. And who better to learn from, right? Quagmire doesn't waste any time setting the tone.
Now, how many of you guys think a woman is looking for Prince Charming? Wrong! They're looking for bastards like me! Wanna know how many times I've been laid since last night? 60! I'm trying to be that big mistake they made at the bar
What'd he
last
say?
night. Look, what's the first thing you say to
Wait, what did he say? How many times you laid since last night?
Wrong! They're looking for bastards like me! Wanna know how many times I've been laid since last night? 60! I'm trying to be that big mistake they made at the bar
Oh,
last
yeah.
night. Look, what's
Never
the first
mind.
thing you say to a woman when you meet her? You say, "Hi there, how's your relationship with your father?" If she says anything positive, move along.
Quagmire proudly explains how his success with women comes from being the big mistake they regret, not from being Prince Charming. Yeah, definitely a solid foundation for a class, huh? He even brags about having been with 60 women in just 24 hours. Like, it's an Olympic achievement.
That's crazy.
Quagmire's approach starts to rub off on Brian, but when Brian actually starts to pick up Quagmire's one true love, Cheryl Teagues, things get personal. Quagmire can dish it out, but watching Brian use his own methods to win over Cheryl drives him to the edge.
What, Cheryl? Oh my God!
I was in the neighborhood and I thought I'd just drop by and say hi. My new boyfriend, I guess, knows you and told me where you live.
Hey, Cheryl, get your fat ass over here before I dump you.
He's so bossy. I love it.
So what does he
That's
do?
funny.
He shows up with Jillian, Brian's ex, only to manipulate her into being his girlfriend as a way to get back at Brian. And of course, Quagmire's not in it for a real relationship. He's just using Jillian.
Hey, Quagmire. I've been a real heel, and I'd like to make it up to you.
There's no need.
I'd like to treat the four of us to dinner.
Sure, wait, who's the fourth?
My new girlfriend. Here she is.
Jillian?
How are you?
Let's have dinner, huh? How did you guys get together?
He showed up at my door and said he was a federal boob inspector. And I was going to tell him to go away, but he had a warrant.
It was a Snickers wrapper, Brian. I held up a Snickers wrapper.
The showdown between Quagmire and Brian escalates until they're literally throwing
Here we
punches.
go.
in the middle of the restaurant. Both of
I
them
knew I was
end
gonna
up
come to it.
alone, and you'd think that would be the end of it.
What the fuck?
Take a look at what happens outside the restaurant.
I'm no saint. I dated Jillian just to hurt you.
It probably wouldn't have worked out like everything else. Hey, you know, maybe it took us stealing each other's girls to finally become friends.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, hey, listen, Cheryl actually drove me, and I spent all my cash in the restaurant, even though you said you'd pay. Would you mind giving me a lift home, buddy?
For all his talk about judging Brian, Quagmire proves in this episode that he's just as of a person, if not worse. The dude has no boundaries, no morals, and no problem using people to get what he wants. And we love him for it. Next up is Valentine's Day in Quahog. In this Valentine's Day special, we get a glimpse into how every
coming down
character
to the end
spends the
almost.
holiday. Peter and Lois try to have a romantic day, but as usual, things fall apart. Meanwhile, Meg's internet date turns out to be a nightmare when she wakes up missing a kidney, yet she still manages to turn it into a surprisingly sweet day. Stewie goes time traveling, and Chris gets an awkward date thanks to Herbert's grandniece. But of course, we're here for Quagmire. Quagmire kicks off his Valentine's Day with a one-night stand, but when
I
Herman
remember
doesn't
this.
leave, he has a built-in solution.
This part's
After a
funny.
wonderful night, I thought we could get some breakfast.
There's no breakfast. Here, let me help you to the door.
You're a jerk, Glen Quagmire.
This literally just presses a button, and she's launched off his couch and out of his house. How much did he spend on this shit? Anyways, this woman eventually curses Quagmire, and when he gets zapped, this happens.
One of these days, you're gonna get what you deserve.
Dumb broad left her electric tampon warmer.
Damn.
That's weird. Why do I look like a chick in that mirror? What's wrong with you, Holder Downer 5000? That's just for women.
Holder
The
Downer
Downer
5000.
The
What
machine's
the
sole
fuck?
purpose? To grab and restrain any woman in his bed. Seriously, this guy planned and built a whole device for this. This might be the most psychotic he's ever done,
Right?
if you really think about it. From here, Quagmire has to deal with all the creepy behavior he usually inflicts on others. Joe even hits on him, and Dr. Hartman tries to examine him a little too closely. Quagmire finally realizes he's cursed, but instead of learning a real lesson, he decides to make the best of it by becoming a lesbian.
Men are jerks. Let's swear off of them and find comfort in each other. Come here, you guys.
Sure, Quagmire gets a taste of his own medicine in this episode, but it's hard to ignore how messed up his gadgets are. He's got a machine to literally throw women out of his house and another to hold them
hold
down.
him down.
It's funny because even in an episode where he's written to be a good guy, he still finds a way to be a creep. 10 episodes.
Oops. Anyways, that was good. Wow. Yeah, that's Family Guy, the best of Glen Quagmire. If y'all like that, please hit that subscribe button. Hit thumbs up. Why not leave a comment? Other than that, take care for now.